Have you ever wondered why, after 60, you're still here? Why life hasn't ended? And why you wake up each day with another chance? The answer is not luck, and it's not random. There is still work to be done, and your purpose is far from finished. Everything you have experienced, the struggles, the victories, the lessons, has prepared you for this very moment. You may feel overlooked, like your best days are behind you, but the truth is the opposite. Your life now carries a weight and influence that only decades of experience can give. The world still needs your insight, your patience, your calm, and your wisdom. Every choice, every action, and every quiet moment has meaning that can ripple far beyond what you see. This is the time when your purpose becomes sharper, deeper, and more impactful. It is the season where your influence matters most, not through fame or recognition, but through subtle, powerful guidance that changes lives, shapes decisions, and creates stability where it is most needed. If you think your best years are behind you, think again. What comes next could be the most meaningful chapter of your life. Today we will explore why God is still keeping you alive after 60, and why your purpose is far from finished. Many people believe life slows down after 60, but the truth looks very different when you step back. Experience becomes sharper, judgment becomes clearer. Mistakes turn into lessons that younger people have not learned yet. This stage of life carries insight that only time can produce. That is why your life still has meaning, direction, and responsibility. At this age, survival is not random. You have already passed through seasons that could have ended everything. Health scares, financial pressure, loss, disappointment. Yet you are still here. That alone suggests unfinished work. Your presence still solves problems, even when you do not notice it. Purpose after 60 often looks quieter but deeper. It may not chase attention or applause. It shows up in guidance, patience, and steady influence. People listen more closely to those who have lived long enough to understand consequences. Your words now carry weight because they come from reality, not theory. This season is about impact that lasts. You are here because your life still matters to others. There are conversations you are meant to have, decisions you are meant to shape, examples you are meant to set. Being alive now is not delay, it is placement. Many people confuse aging with decline, but aging actually removes distractions. You no longer chase everything. You focus on what matters. This clarity is valuable in a world filled with noise and confusion. That is why your role does not disappear with time. It becomes more precise. You have seen trends rise and fall. You have watched people repeat the same mistakes under new names. This perspective protects others from wasted years. Younger minds move fast, but experienced minds move wisely. That balance is needed more than ever. Life after 60 often shifts from building things to protecting them. Protecting family values, protecting truth, protecting stability. This kind of work does not make headlines, but it shapes futures. Quiet influence often changes more than loud ambition. You are still alive because your steadiness matters. In uncertain times, consistency becomes leadership. Your calm presence speaks when words fail. Your life continues because it still provides balance in a world that struggles to slow down. Surviving into later years means your story carries proof. Proof that endurance is possible. Proof that failure is not final. Proof that growth does not stop at a certain age. Many people need to see someone who kept going when life became heavy. Your past contains lessons that cannot be taught in books. Pain taught them. Responsibility shaped them. Time confirmed them. This makes your voice credible in moments when advice is needed most. You are not repeating ideas. You are sharing lived understanding. Purpose does not always arrive as a new task. Sometimes it appears as refinement, knowing when to speak, knowing when to stay silent, knowing how to guide without control. These are advanced skills developed only through long life. You remain alive because your presence still answers questions, not with perfection, but with honesty. The world does not need more noise. It needs grounded people who know what truly matters. That is why your time is not finished. Reaching this stage of life means you have outlasted many versions of yourself. You are no longer driven by pressure to prove worth. That freedom creates space for honesty. When a person speaks without needing approval, their words land differently. This is why your voice matters more now than before. People after 60 often see patterns others miss. They notice how choices quietly shape outcomes over years. This awareness helps prevent damage before it happens. It saves time. It saves relationships. That kind of foresight is rare and valuable in families and communities. Life keeps you here because there are still people who benefit from your awareness. Some are watching how you handle aging, loss, and change. Your response teaches resilience without needing speeches. It shows strength without demanding attention. Purpose does not fade with age. It deepens. It becomes less about speed and more about direction. You are alive because direction still matters. Someone still needs your guidance, even if they never say it out loud. Time strips away illusion. After many decades, you recognize what truly lasts and what does not. This understanding reshapes priorities. Chasing approval feels empty. Chasing meaning feels necessary. This shift alone shows that life after 60 holds unique importance. You have already paid the cost of many lessons. Mistakes taught patience. Delays taught humility. Waiting taught wisdom. These lessons now belong to you, not to shame you, but to equip you. They position you as someone who understands cause and effect deeply. Your continued life suggests unfinished influence. Influence does not always mean leadership titles. It can mean stability in uncertain moments. It can mean being the one who stays when others leave. Presence itself becomes a form of strength. This season is not about starting over. It is about completing well. Your role now shapes endings, transitions, and foundations. That responsibility only belongs to those who have lived long enough to carry it. Many people believe relevance belongs only to the young, but relevance comes from understanding, not energy. After 60, understanding grows sharper. You see beneath surface reactions. You understand motives. This makes your perspective rare and needed. Life has shown you that success without character collapses. You have seen shortcuts fail. You have seen patience win slowly. These insights protect others from repeating costly errors. Teaching without preaching becomes your quiet strength. You are still alive because correction is still needed in this world. Not harsh correction, but steady example. How you treat people now carries more meaning than words ever could. Behavior becomes the message. Your life continues because maturity still serves a purpose. Calm thinking stabilizes chaos. Experience softens fear. You are here because these qualities are still required in the lives around you. Living this long means you have learned how quickly life can change. You know that strength is not just physical. It is emotional control. It is choosing restraint when reaction feels easier. These skills are not taught early. They develop through years of pressure and responsibility. Many people underestimate how valuable calm decision-making is. After 60, you are less likely to act from impulse. You pause. You evaluate. That pause alone prevents damage. It protects families, friendships, and futures from unnecessary harm. Your continued life suggests that stability is still required from you. In moments of tension, people look toward those who remain steady. Even silence from someone experienced can settle a room. That influence cannot be replaced. This phase of life is not about volume. It is about balance. You remain alive because balance still matters. Someone still needs to see how to carry life without rushing or fear. Time teaches restraint better than any lecture. After many years, you learn that not every argument deserves energy. Not every opinion requires response. This control becomes a quiet form of authority that others sense immediately. You have likely witnessed conflict destroy potential. You have seen pride ruin opportunity. These observations sharpen discernment. They allow you to guide others away from unnecessary loss without forcing them. Life keeps you here because discernment is scarce. Many people move fast without understanding consequences. Your slower pace brings clarity. It allows room for reflection where chaos once ruled. Your purpose now is not loud direction. It is grounded presence. That presence alone reduces confusion and restores order in subtle ways that last. Long life creates emotional depth. You understand grief, patience, and recovery in ways that younger people cannot. This does not weaken you. It strengthens empathy. It allows you to connect without judgment. People who struggle often feel safer around someone who has survived hardship. They sense honesty. They sense understanding. Your story, even when unspoken, reassures others that pain does not end everything. You are still alive because compassion remains necessary. Not shallow sympathy, but understanding shaped by endurance. This quality changes lives quietly, without announcement. This season allows you to offer comfort without advice. Sometimes presence heals more than instruction. That is why your role remains important. With time comes acceptance. You no longer measure worth by comparison. You recognize that every life moves at a different pace. This acceptance creates peace that others search for constantly. You have likely learned that forcing outcomes creates resistance. Allowing growth creates trust. This lesson becomes powerful guidance for those still struggling to control everything around them. Life continues for you because peace is contagious. Your calm mindset influences environments more than effort ever could. People feel it when they enter your space. You are alive because peace still has work to do. Your example teaches others that contentment does not come from having more, but from understanding enough. Living longer changes how you measure success. It becomes less about speed and more about consistency. You begin to value what lasts instead of what impresses. This shift brings clarity that cannot be rushed or copied. You have seen how quick gains often lead to long regrets. Experience teaches patience as a survival skill. That patience now protects others from repeating cycles that waste years. You remain alive because steadiness still matters. When people feel overwhelmed, they seek someone who has endured pressure without losing direction. Your calm history becomes reassurance. This phase of life allows you to model endurance without explanation. Your presence quietly proves that perseverance works over time. Time refines priorities. After decades, unnecessary stress loses its power. You stop chasing approval and start protecting peace. This change alone makes you a guide for those still trapped in pressure. You have learned that energy is limited and valuable. You choose where to invest it. This awareness helps others understand boundaries without conflict. Your life continues because boundaries are essential in a demanding world. Many people burn out because they never learned when to stop. Your example teaches balance. This stage is not about withdrawal, it is about intentional living. You are here because intention still shapes outcomes. Long experience creates emotional awareness. You recognize patterns in behavior and mood. You sense when something is off before words appear. This awareness prevents deeper problems. You have learned how small choices build large outcomes. Consistency taught you more than ambition ever could. These lessons now serve as quiet warnings for others. You remain alive because prevention is powerful. Helping others avoid harm saves more than fixing damage later. Your insight performs that role naturally. Your life continues because foresight still matters. Seeing ahead protects futures that are still forming. Time teaches humility. You realize how little control you truly have. This understanding removes pressure and builds patience. It allows you to move through life with less resistance. You have witnessed unexpected outcomes reshape plans. Flexibility became survival. This adaptability now helps others navigate uncertainty without panic. Life keeps you here because calm adaptation is rare. Many struggle when plans change. Your response teaches stability in shifting circumstances. This season invites you to lead by example, not instruction. How you adjust becomes guidance. A long life reveals that relationships matter more than achievements. Titles fade. Recognition disappears. Connection remains. This truth becomes clear only with time. You have likely repaired misunderstandings or watched pride cause separation. These experiences sharpen emotional intelligence. They teach when to speak and when to listen. Your continued life suggests that reconciliation still has value. Healing relationships strengthens communities quietly but deeply. You are alive because connection still needs nurturing. Your maturity helps others understand what truly matters. Time reshapes confidence. After many years, you stop pretending and start standing firmly in who you are. This confidence is quiet. It does not compete or demand attention. It simply exists, steady and grounded. You have learned that certainty grows from lived truth, not opinion. Situations tested you. Results confirmed what works and what fails. That kind of confidence calms others without effort. Your life continues because grounded people are needed. When uncertainty rises, those who remain composed become anchors. Even silence from someone confident provides reassurance. This stage allows you to influence without force. Your stability now carries more weight than urgency ever did. Experience teaches that time is not endless. Awareness of limits changes how you treat people. You become more thoughtful. You choose kindness more often because you understand its impact. You have seen harsh words leave lasting damage. You have seen patience restore broken trust. These lessons shape how you respond now. Life keeps you here because thoughtful communication still matters. Many speak quickly without considering consequences. Your restraint models respect. Your continued presence shows that wisdom grows when care guides speech. Long life develops perspective. Problems that once felt overwhelming now feel manageable. You recognize what truly threatens peace and what does not. This awareness protects emotional health. You have learned how fear exaggerates outcomes. Experience teaches realism. It helps others regain balance during stressful moments. You remain alive because perspective reduces panic. Calm thinking spreads stability. Your presence alone can shift emotional energy. This season allows you to help others see clearly without pressure or fear. Time reveals the cost of distraction. You have seen how focus builds success slowly. You have seen how scattered effort leads nowhere. This clarity becomes guidance. You now value depth over volume. Fewer commitments bring stronger results. This lesson helps others simplify overloaded lives. Your life continues because focus remains essential. Many struggle with constant noise and pressure. Your approach offers relief. This phase teaches that progress comes from intention, not urgency. Living longer teaches patience with yourself. You understand growth is not instant. Setbacks do not erase progress. This mindset creates emotional strength. You have learned to recover without self-blame. Experience replaces shame with understanding. That shift supports resilience. Life keeps you here because resilience is still needed. Others learn how to stand again by watching you. Your example shows that endurance builds confidence over time. After many years, you learn that life rewards those who stay steady, not those who rush. Speed often creates errors that take longer to fix. Slowness allows thought, care, and correction. This understanding becomes natural after decades of experience. You have watched people exhaust themselves, chasing outcomes that never satisfied them. Over time, you learned to measure progress differently. Growth became something you felt internally, not something you displayed outwardly. You are still alive because steadiness is still needed in families, workplaces, and communities. Stability prevents collapse. Your calm approach quietly holds things together. This stage of life allows you to protect momentum without pressure. Your rhythm teaches others that lasting results come from patience, not force. Long life sharpens awareness of consequences. You see how small habits shape large outcomes. What seemed harmless early on later revealed its cost. This awareness changes how you guide others. You no longer give advice casually. You speak when it matters. This restraint makes your words more valuable because they come from understanding, not impulse. Your continued life suggests guidance is still required. Not instructions, but perspective. Helping others see ahead prevents regret. You remain present because foresight saves time, energy, and emotional pain. Time removes the urge to impress. You no longer perform for approval. You show up as you are. This authenticity creates trust without effort. People sense when someone speaks honestly. Your life experience gives weight to your presence. You do not need to convince anyone. Your consistency does that for you. Life keeps you here because authenticity is rare. Many struggle to be real under pressure. Your example frees others to relax. This season invites you to live openly, without masks or fear of judgment. Years of living teach you that peace requires boundaries. You cannot give endlessly without rest. Learning when to step back becomes an act of wisdom. You have seen how burnout damages health and relationships. This taught you to protect your energy carefully. Others notice this balance. You are still alive because balance is essential. Many push themselves until collapse. Your life shows another way. Your role now includes modeling sustainable living that preserves strength over time. After decades, you understand the value of silence. Not everything requires response. Some situations resolve themselves without interference. This patience avoids unnecessary conflict. You have seen arguments fade when ignored. You have seen calm dissolve tension faster than confrontation. These lessons guide your behavior now. Your life continues because restraint prevents damage. Calm reactions protect relationships quietly. This phase allows you to lead through composure rather than control. Time teaches acceptance of change. Bodies change. Roles change. Expectations shift. Fighting these realities only creates frustration. Acceptance restores peace. You learn that adapting does not mean giving up. It means adjusting wisely. This mindset helps others navigate transitions. You remain alive because adaptability remains necessary. Change will continue, and guidance is still needed. Your example shows how to adjust without losing identity. Long experience reveals how fear distorts judgment. You have seen fear stop growth and destroy opportunity. Over time, you learn to act carefully but not fearfully. This confidence helps others when uncertainty rises. Your calm presence signals that not every challenge is a threat. Life keeps you here because courage balanced with caution is rare. Many lean too far in one direction. You provide balance by showing how to move forward thoughtfully. Living many years teaches gratitude. You recognize the value of ordinary moments. Simple routines gain meaning. This appreciation improves emotional health. You have learned that happiness does not depend on constant change. Contentment grows from consistency. Your continued life suggests appreciation still matters. Gratitude steadies people during unstable times. Your example teaches others to value what they already have. Time clarifies responsibility. You understand which burdens are yours and which are not. This separation prevents unnecessary stress. You no longer carry guilt for things beyond your control. This freedom allows you to support others without exhaustion. Life keeps you here because emotional clarity is needed. Many feel overwhelmed because they carry too much. Your life shows how to care without carrying everything. After many years, you recognize that influence grows quietly. Loud actions fade quickly. Consistent behavior shapes trust over time. You have seen promises broken and consistency rewarded. This taught you the value of reliability. Your life continues because reliability builds safety. People depend on those who remain dependable. This season allows you to influence outcomes simply by being steady. Time teaches that wisdom grows when mistakes are experienced, not avoided. After 60, you carry lessons that younger people have yet to encounter. Every failure, every setback has given you insight into life's patterns, and this accumulated understanding allows you to act with precision rather than reaction. Decisions made now are shaped by decades of trial, observation, and reflection, giving you a perspective few can match. The quiet power of experience allows you to recognize opportunities and risks in ways that mere ambition cannot replicate. And this insight is why your life still has impact to offer. You have seen how impatience destroys potential, and how hasty choices often lead to regret. Over the years, you have learned to pause, evaluate, and then act, balancing courage with discretion. This measured approach helps others avoid unnecessary pain, whether in relationships, finances, or personal growth. Your ability to anticipate outcomes before they unfold makes you an invaluable resource to those around you, even without declaring yourself a teacher or leader. Your survival into this stage is evidence that your presence is necessary. There are still conversations to be had, lessons to be demonstrated, and examples to set. Quiet influence matters now more than spectacle ever did. Younger generations often need stabilizing figures who model patience, consistency, and thoughtful judgment. And your continued life ensures that these anchors are available for those who seek them. This stage of life is not about accolades or recognition. It is about legacy in action. Your daily choices, your calm demeanor, and your steady influence create ripples that extend far beyond immediate perception. Your presence is part of a larger design that continues to unfold, proving that your purpose after 60 is far from finished and still essential to the balance and growth of the people and communities you touch. Growing older sharpens perspective in ways that cannot be taught. You now see patterns in behavior, society, and relationships that often escape those with less experience. Decisions that once seemed trivial now carry weight because you understand the long-term consequences. This heightened awareness allows you to act as a guide, not through control, but through subtle influence, showing others the outcomes of choices without forcing lessons upon them. Years of navigating challenges have given you emotional resilience. You know the sting of disappointment, the burden of responsibility, and the patience required to see things through. These experiences allow you to empathize with struggles while offering grounded, practical insight. Your advice when it comes is rooted in lived reality rather than theory, giving it a depth that resonates naturally. You are still alive because this type of guidance is invaluable. Families, communities, and even professional circles benefit from individuals who have endured, reflected, and learned. Your presence reassures those around you that difficult moments can be navigated with composure and clarity. People look to those who have persisted through storms, and your continued life provides this stabilizing effect. Life after 60 is an opportunity to refine influence into something more profound. You can focus less on personal ambition and more on ensuring that lessons learned are applied by others. Your story, your choices, and your daily actions are living examples that demonstrate the ongoing relevance of maturity, patience, and insight. This is why your life at this stage remains purposeful and essential. Experience teaches that the smallest actions often carry the greatest weight. You have watched casual decisions create lasting consequences and understand that intentionality matters more than speed. Every interaction, every word, and every decision now has the power to impact others in ways invisible to the eye, yet significant over time. This subtle influence is the quiet authority that only comes with years of living and observing the patterns of human behavior. You have learned the importance of choosing battles carefully. Not every disagreement deserves a response, And not every opinion requires defense. Over decades, you have refined the art of discernment, allowing your actions to communicate more than words ever could. This careful judgment helps prevent unnecessary conflict and guides others toward outcomes that are constructive rather than destructive. Your continued presence is proof that such influence is still needed. Many people act impulsively without considering long-term consequences, and your calm, thoughtful approach models a different path. You demonstrate that measured action often produces results far more enduring than immediate reactions, and your example stabilizes situations that might otherwise spiral. This period of life is not about proving yourself. It is about quietly shaping the future through consistency and insight. Your decisions, attitudes, and demeanor create an environment where others can thrive and learn from observation. Being alive now is not a coincidence. It is part of a design where your experience continues to guide, protect, and inspire those who follow. After decades of living, you develop a unique understanding of human nature. You can sense motives, anticipate reactions, and navigate complex relationships with a clarity that younger individuals rarely possess. This perspective allows you to provide guidance without overstepping, demonstrating influence not through authority, but through understanding. Your words carry weight because they are informed by reality, not conjecture. You have seen ambition fail when it is untempered by wisdom. Over the years, you have learned that patience often accomplishes more than haste, and that strategic inaction can be more powerful than immediate action. These lessons are invaluable to those still learning how to navigate life effectively, and your presence allows them to witness this principle in practice. Life keeps you here because wisdom is still required. There are decisions being made every day that will have lasting effects, and the insights you possess can guide choices without dominating them. Younger individuals often need someone who has endured challenges to model foresight and prudence, and your ongoing life provides this mentorship, even if indirectly. Purpose after 60 is often quieter but deeper. It involves observing, guiding, and modeling behaviors that influence others over time. Your presence reassures, protects, and instructs subtly, showing that the work of a lifetime does not end at 60. It evolves into a new, more profound stage that shapes the paths of those who come after you. Long life cultivates patience in ways that cannot be learned quickly. You have waited for outcomes, for growth, and for understanding. And this discipline allows you to approach challenges with calm and clarity. Where others might react impulsively, you reflect. Where others might panic, you assess. This measured approach stabilizes environments and nurtures trust in your judgment. You have seen the fleeting nature of material success and recognition. Wealth, titles, and accolades fade, but character and consistency endure. Your experience shows that true value lies in the ability to influence constructively, support quietly, and act responsibly. This perspective allows you to guide others toward meaningful choices without insisting on control. Your survival into this stage signals that your guidance is not complete. Families, colleagues, and communities rely on examples of consistency and patience, even if unspoken. Your influence extends through the habits you model, the decisions you make, and the way you handle challenges calmly. This stage is about building lasting foundations, rather than chasing fleeting results. The lessons you have internalized become tools for others to navigate life wisely. Your presence, refined by decades of experience, continues to serve as a living example of endurance, thoughtfulness, and impact. Time teaches the value of restraint. You have observed how unchecked impulses can lead to mistakes, while careful consideration produces long-term stability. With age, this restraint becomes second nature, allowing you to act with intention and thoughtfulness, benefiting both yourself and those around you. You have experienced situations where patience and careful observation prevented conflicts or saved relationships. These lessons are now internalized and shared implicitly through your behavior. People notice the difference between reactions driven by emotion and those guided by experience, and they often seek the latter without asking for it directly. You remain alive because this subtle, stabilizing presence is still needed. Younger generations often move quickly, overlooking consequences, and your measured approach provides a counterbalance that keeps environments healthy and relationships intact. The purpose at this stage is not to dominate or teach loudly, but to serve as a quiet anchor. Your actions, patience, and careful judgment continue to influence, reassure, and guide, demonstrating that life after 60 carries profound responsibility and opportunity. Decades of experience teach that adaptability is essential. You have witnessed change occur suddenly, sometimes disrupting plans and expectations. By learning to adjust, you have preserved your stability and helped others navigate transitions without unnecessary stress or conflict. You have seen the consequences of rigidity. Projects fail, relationships strain, and opportunities are lost. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows for continuous progress, even amid uncertainty. This skill is now part of your natural approach, and others benefit from observing it in action. Life keeps you here because adaptability is still required. Many resist change, clinging to comfort zones, and your calm example provides a model for navigating life's fluctuations. Your presence reassures others that challenges can be met without panic. This stage of life emphasizes influence through adjustment, demonstrating that resilience, composure, and flexibility are tools of lasting value. Being alive now is a necessity, because these qualities remain essential to the well-being of those around you. Long life refines discernment. You recognize patterns in behavior, decisions, and outcomes that escape the notice of less experienced individuals. This clarity allows you to identify risks and opportunities often before they become obvious, giving you the ability to guide others toward wiser choices without force or insistence. You have learned that foresight and observation can prevent unnecessary mistakes. By evaluating situations calmly and objectively, you provide insight that helps others avoid pitfalls. Your experience gives weight to your advice, making it impactful even when delivered subtly or indirectly. Your continued life signals that discernment remains necessary. Many navigate life impulsively, and your presence provides balance, stability, and insight. Others naturally gravitate toward your perspective, seeking the reassurance that comes from experience. Purpose after 60 involves refining influence into observation, guidance, and modeling. By offering subtle direction and serving as a stable presence, you continue to shape outcomes, protect others from harm, and demonstrate that life beyond 60 carries enduring significance. Time teaches that resilience is earned, not given. You have faced challenges that once seemed insurmountable and have learned to recover, adapt, and continue forward. This resilience allows you to approach new difficulties with confidence and calm, showing others that endurance is possible even in uncertain circumstances. You have experienced setbacks that tested your limits. Each obstacle taught lessons about persistence, patience, and self-reliance. These lessons are now tools you use daily, often without conscious thought, demonstrating the strength cultivated through long life. Your continued presence proves that resilience is still needed. Communities, families, and workplaces benefit from individuals who model recovery and endurance, providing reassurance in times of crisis. Your calm approach inspires confidence and steadiness in others. This stage of life allows you to influence indirectly through example. By navigating challenges without panic and adapting without surrender, you show that life after 60 remains meaningful, purpose-driven, and capable of guiding others towards stability and success. Years of living teach perspective in ways that cannot be replicated. You see the difference between urgency and importance, fleeting satisfaction and lasting impact, and distractions versus true priorities. This clarity allows you to focus energy on what matters most, guiding others by your example rather than instruction. You have seen people rush toward immediate rewards, only to face long-term consequences. Experience has shown that thoughtful, measured action produces results that are enduring and meaningful. This knowledge shapes your interactions, decisions, and advice, whether spoken or conveyed through behavior. Life keeps you here because perspective is rare. Many act from impulse, emotion, or short-term desire, and your grounded view provides balance. Others look to your approach for reassurance that careful consideration yields better outcomes. This stage emphasizes subtle influence over overt control. Your insight, cultivated through decades of experience, continues to impact those around you, demonstrating that life after 60 carries lessons, guidance, and purpose that are far from complete. As we age, we learn that influence is more effective when it is subtle rather than loud. People naturally gravitate toward those who act consistently rather than those who shout the most. After 60, your actions carry more weight than any words could because they are grounded in experience and proven judgment. This makes your presence a stabilizing force in families, communities, and workplaces. Your influence is no longer about control, but about shaping outcomes quietly and reliably. You have seen how impulsive decisions in youth often lead to regret, while careful observation creates lasting results. This pattern allows you to step into situations with clarity, offering guidance through example rather than direction. Others notice how calm, deliberate behavior fosters trust, and your ability to embody this steadiness makes your life invaluable. You remain alive because the world still needs anchors, people who can remain unshaken amid chaos. Your experience allows you to detect patterns, anticipate problems, and prevent unnecessary mistakes. Younger individuals often lack this perspective, making your presence critical for balance and stability. Purpose after 60 is less about personal ambition and more about meaningful impact. Every choice, every response, every moment of patience contributes to a legacy that will outlast you. Your life continues because the work of providing steady guidance is far from complete. Time teaches that patience is one of the most powerful tools a person can develop. With decades of life experience, you understand that rushing rarely produces results, and that careful, thoughtful action often prevents disasters before they occur. This patience allows you to approach difficult situations with a sense of calm authority, creating reassurance for those around you. It is a quiet but profound skill that becomes more valuable with every passing year. You have witnessed impulsive actions cause chaos and failure, while deliberate strategies lead to lasting success. These lessons provide a blueprint for navigating challenges effectively. You have learned to assess, reflect, and act strategically, which gives your presence in any situation a sense of stability and credibility. Your life persists because your measured approach still serves a purpose. Younger people often lack the perspective necessary to avoid mistakes, and your ability to anticipate consequences provides a natural form of guidance. Being alive now ensures that stability and reason remain present in crucial moments. This stage of life emphasizes influence without dominance. By living deliberately, modeling patience, and demonstrating foresight, you continue to create meaningful impact. Your presence proves that purpose does not diminish with age, but transforms into something deeper and more enduring. Long life gives perspective on what truly matters. You understand that fleeting distractions, temporary stress, and minor failures are not worth overreaction. Instead, you focus on meaningful work, relationships, and actions that create lasting effects. This insight allows you to prioritize consistently and guide others toward the things that genuinely improve lives. You have experienced times when patience and observation produced results that immediate action could not. You have seen people rush into decisions only to regret them, and you have learned to act as a stabilizing example, showing the value of thoughtful deliberation. Your presence encourages others to reflect and consider before acting. You remain alive because guidance through presence is still necessary. In moments of uncertainty or stress, people instinctively look for someone who has endured and can demonstrate calm reasoning. Your life continues to offer reassurance, stability, and wisdom, qualities that cannot be rushed or faked. Purpose after 60 is about long-term influence rather than short-term recognition. Your experience shapes the environment around you subtly but powerfully. You demonstrate how maturity, patience, and reflection can guide not just individual choices, but collective outcomes for families, teams, and communities. Experience teaches the importance of selective action. You no longer feel compelled to react to every situation or voice every opinion. Instead, you recognize where your input has the greatest effect and where restraint is more valuable. This ability to focus on what truly matters ensures that your influence is meaningful rather than scattered. You have learned the value of observation. Watching, listening, and assessing before acting reduces mistakes and increases credibility. Younger individuals often overlook this, rushing to judgment, but your steady approach provides a model for thoughtful engagement. People notice the difference between reaction and strategy, and they naturally follow the example of someone who demonstrates measured wisdom. Your life continues because selective influence is still needed. Guidance without imposition prevents unnecessary conflict, protects relationships, and maintains stability. Younger generations benefit from seeing your ability to act with discernment, even if they do not consciously realize it. This stage of life is about legacy through action and inaction alike. By choosing when to speak and when to act, you provide lasting impact and shape outcomes indirectly. Your purpose persists because subtle, careful influence remains invaluable. Decades of living bring clarity on the value of resilience. You have faced setbacks, losses, and moments of doubt, and you have learned to recover, adapt, and continue forward. This resilience allows you to handle challenges calmly and provide reassurance to those around you, showing that endurance is possible even in difficult circumstances. You have learned that persistence combined with discernment produces more sustainable results than impulsive effort. Mistakes teach lessons that endure, and observing consequences allows you to offer advice or guidance without needing to dominate. Your life experience makes your counsel credible, even when it is conveyed quietly through example rather than words. Your presence remains necessary because resilience is a living example others can follow. Communities, families, and workplaces gain stability from your ability to navigate difficulties without panic. Your calm and enduring approach prevents chaos and encourages others to respond thoughtfully. Purpose after 60 emphasizes influence through example. By demonstrating how to face challenges with courage, patience, and adaptability, you continue to serve an essential role. Your presence is not coincidental. It is a necessary support that sustains balance and offers guidance where it is most needed. Time teaches the significance of thoughtful communication. Over the years, you have discovered that the timing, tone, and content of words determine their impact. Speaking too quickly or impulsively can create conflict, while measured, deliberate expression fosters understanding and trust. This mastery of communication is a subtle but powerful tool you now carry naturally. You have observed the consequences of miscommunication firsthand. Misunderstandings can escalate unnecessarily, while clarity and patience diffuse tension. Your experience allows you to navigate these situations with skill, demonstrating how deliberate interaction can prevent problems before they arise. Your continued life is essential because clear, thoughtful communication remains rare. Younger generations often act without reflection, creating friction or stress that your presence helps mitigate. By modeling careful dialogue, you stabilize relationships and environments. This stage of life allows you to influence through example, showing that what you say and how you say it matters more than frequency. Your guidance, delivered through intentional communication, demonstrates that purpose after 60 continues to be meaningful, relevant, and impactful. Long experience teaches the value of calm decision-making. You have witnessed situations where panic led to failure and where measured, patient action led to success. Understanding this, you have learned to assess problems carefully, consider alternatives, and then act decisively. Your approach reassures others and reduces unnecessary mistakes. You have also learned that teaching through demonstration often speaks louder than advice. Younger individuals can learn from watching how you handle pressure, uncertainty, and setbacks. They see how composure, reflection, and prudence create stability, even in chaotic situations. You are still alive because calm, thoughtful decision-making is rare and highly valued. Your presence ensures that critical choices are approached wisely, guiding others by example rather than instruction. Stability in moments of tension cannot be replaced, and your life continues to provide it. Purpose after 60 focuses on influence that lasts beyond immediate results. By handling challenges with care, demonstrating patience, and showing resilience, you create ripples of guidance and reassurance that extend far beyond your direct interactions. Time cultivates emotional intelligence. Decades of interacting with people, observing behaviors, and learning from mistakes help you understand reactions, motivations, and hidden patterns. This awareness allows you to approach situations thoughtfully, offering guidance that others trust and respect. Emotional intelligence becomes a natural form of influence that grows stronger with age. You have learned how to manage your responses to avoid unnecessary conflict while still supporting others effectively. This skill prevents escalation, maintains relationships, and fosters a positive environment for growth. Younger individuals often lack the experience to recognize subtle emotional cues, making your presence invaluable. Your continued life is necessary because emotional insight is still required. Many struggle to navigate complex social dynamics, and your calm understanding provides clarity and reassurance. People instinctively follow those who display composed emotional judgment. This stage of life demonstrates that influence does not require loud instruction. By showing empathy, discernment, and patience, you continue to guide, protect, and inspire others. Your purpose after 60 is alive, active, and vital. Experience teaches that influence is not about controlling outcomes, but about shaping possibilities. You have seen that forcing results often backfires, while thoughtful guidance encourages positive growth. Your actions, responses, and demeanor now subtly guide others toward better decisions without direct pressure or command. You have learned to recognize opportunities where your insight can make a difference. Timing, patience, and observation allow you to intervene effectively when it matters most. Younger individuals benefit from witnessing these skills in action, learning indirectly how to navigate challenges with foresight. You are still alive because subtle influence remains essential. Many people act impulsively, but your composed, informed approach provides balance and direction, ensuring that outcomes are more stable and considered. Your presence continues to shape futures. Purpose after 60 is refined, deliberate, and impactful. By guiding without dominating, demonstrating experience without arrogance, and responding thoughtfully, you continue to fulfill a vital role in the lives of those around you. Long life creates a natural capacity for reflection. You can evaluate events, behaviors, and outcomes with perspective that younger people have not yet developed. Reflection allows you to respond to challenges with wisdom rather than reaction, making your actions more effective and your influence more enduring. You have seen how unchecked emotion and impulsive decisions lead to regret. Through reflection, you have learned to balance instinct with thoughtful consideration, providing stability and reassurance to others. This awareness makes your interactions both powerful and trusted. Your continued life demonstrates that reflection remains necessary. Communities, families, and colleagues rely on the steady perspective of someone who has navigated life's complexities. Your calm approach prevents mistakes and fosters thoughtful decision-making. This stage of life emphasizes subtle guidance through awareness and introspection. By modeling reflection, patience, and careful consideration, you continue to shape outcomes, stabilize environments, and inspire others. Your purpose after 60 is far from complete. It continues to influence, protect, and guide. Decades of living teach the importance of perspective. You now see the difference between fleeting problems and true challenges. What once caused panic now appears manageable, and trivial stress no longer steals your energy. This clarity allows you to focus on what matters, making your guidance subtle but profound. Others sense your steadiness and naturally look to you for reassurance in moments of uncertainty. You have witnessed how impatience and rash decisions have caused unnecessary complications. Your life experience allows you to anticipate outcomes, giving you the ability to intervene in ways that prevent mistakes. without needing to force your opinion. Younger people often lack this foresight, making your presence invaluable. Your continued life shows that perspective is still required. By offering calm judgment and steady observation, you provide a model for thoughtful decision-making. Your influence stabilizes environments, protects relationships, and helps others navigate challenges effectively. This stage of life is about impact through clarity rather than volume. Your actions, decisions, and even your demeanor communicate lessons that last far beyond immediate interactions. Life after 60 is not about slowing down. It is about guiding intelligently and leaving a legacy of stability. Experience teaches that the power of influence grows quietly over time. Loud statements and flashy actions fade quickly, but consistent behavior shapes trust and credibility. You now understand that your presence alone carries authority, and others notice how reliability and consistency create long-term effects that words cannot replicate. You have observed how impulsive actions by younger individuals often cause more harm than good. Your ability to pause, evaluate, and respond thoughtfully protects others from unnecessary consequences. Even when you do not speak, your calm presence communicates stability, guidance, and security. Life keeps you here because subtle influence is still vital. Younger generations often lack the wisdom to navigate complex situations, and your steady example provides a blueprint for how to act thoughtfully, avoid mistakes, and consider long-term impact. Purpose after 60 is realized in quiet authority. By living deliberately, modeling patience, and acting consistently, you continue to shape outcomes. Your role is ongoing, not diminished by age, as your experience provides guidance and reassurance that the world still needs. Long life teaches the value of observation. You now notice patterns and behaviors that others miss, allowing you to respond effectively without the need to control situations. Observation creates insight, helping you anticipate challenges, protect relationships, and guide decisions in a calm, measured way that inspires trust. You have learned that acting without understanding can create more problems than it solves. Patience and careful evaluation allow you to provide subtle direction that others follow naturally. Your experience demonstrates that wisdom is cultivated through attention, reflection, and restraint, not impulse. Your life continues because perceptive insight is still required. Many people act without noticing consequences, but your ability to read situations provides guidance, protection, and clarity. Your presence prevents chaos and fosters thoughtful decisions. This stage of life emphasizes impact through awareness. By watching, reflecting, and responding carefully, you create influence that extends far beyond immediate circumstances. Your purpose after 60 is active, meaningful, and essential. Time teaches the importance of measured action. You have seen how rash decisions can unravel relationships, careers, and opportunities, while deliberate, thoughtful actions produce enduring results. Your ability to act carefully allows you to influence situations effectively, often without the need for words or commands. You have learned to weigh the benefits and risks of each choice, considering long-term consequences rather than short-term satisfaction. This approach ensures that your guidance is practical, impactful, and trusted. Younger individuals often overlook such considerations, making your steady example critical. Your continued life demonstrates that careful action is still needed. Your presence helps others avoid mistakes and fosters stability in families, organizations, and communities. Even quiet decisions carry lessons for those around you. Purpose after 60 is about shaping outcomes thoughtfully. By acting with discernment, modeling patience, and demonstrating foresight, you continue to provide value, influence, and guidance that extend far beyond what can be measured in immediate results. Experience shows that resilience is built through enduring challenges, not avoiding them. You have faced failures, setbacks, and hardships that tested your strength and perseverance. These experiences have shaped a calm, grounded approach to life, allowing you to navigate obstacles while maintaining stability and encouraging others to do the same. You have learned that resilience is most effective when combined with wisdom. Acting impulsively in the face of difficulty often creates new problems, while deliberate, Informed action produces sustainable outcomes. This understanding makes your influence powerful without the need for recognition. Your life continues because resilience is still required. People look to those who have endured to understand how to respond to adversity. Your calm strength becomes a stabilizing force in situations where others might panic or give up. This stage emphasizes influence through example. By demonstrating persistence, composure, and adaptability, you show that life beyond 60 is not over, but remains purposeful, active, and capable of guiding others towards success and stability. Time teaches the subtle power of patience. After decades, you understand that waiting for the right moment often achieves more than immediate action. Your ability to hold, reflect, and respond deliberately allows situations to resolve naturally while guiding outcomes toward positive ends. You have seen hasty reactions create complications that could have been avoided through thoughtful pause. By modeling patience, you show others how to navigate challenges calmly and deliberately. Your influence shapes decisions without force, ensuring stability in moments of uncertainty. Your continued presence demonstrates that patience is still essential. Many people rush and act impulsively, but your measured approach provides reassurance, clarity, and guidance. Your life stabilizes environments that might otherwise be chaotic. Purpose after 60 focuses on lasting impact. Through patience, reflection, and strategic action, you continue to influence, protect, and guide others, demonstrating that your role in life remains vital and far from finished. Long life develops the capacity for thoughtful guidance. You have accumulated knowledge, experience, and insight that cannot be taught in books or seminars. Your perspective allows you to advise, model, and influence subtly, often through action rather than instruction, which carries immense credibility. You have seen mistakes repeated by those who lack foresight, and you have learned the value of demonstrating rather than dictating. By showing how to respond to challenges, manage relationships, and evaluate consequences, your influence extends naturally to others. Your life persists because subtle guidance remains necessary. Families, colleagues, and communities benefit from someone who can model effective responses without creating tension or dependency. Your presence encourages learning through observation and reflection. Purpose after 60 is about shaping lives and environments indirectly but powerfully. By offering insight, stability, and steady influence, you continue to fulfill a critical role that cannot be replaced, proving that your purpose is still active and impactful. Decades of living provide clarity on the importance of balance. You have learned that overcommitment, impulsive action, and emotional extremes often lead to disruption, while measured engagement creates stability. This understanding allows you to manage your energy, focus on priorities, and provide guidance in a calm, effective way. You have witnessed the consequences of imbalance in others. People who act without consideration of limits often face burnout, conflict, or failure. Your ability to model thoughtful engagement provides a blueprint for how to maintain composure while navigating complexity. Your presence is still vital because balance remains rare and necessary. Younger individuals and even peers benefit from seeing someone embody patience, moderation, and deliberate focus. Your influence stabilizes relationships, projects, and decisions alike. This stage of life is about guiding without imposing. By demonstrating balance, consistency, and thoughtful action, you continue to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those around you. Your purpose at 60 and beyond is active, impactful, and indispensable. Experience teaches that quiet influence often outlasts loud actions. You have seen how impulsive decisions, attention-seeking behavior, and hasty interventions fade quickly, while steady, thoughtful action creates long-lasting effects. Your calm demeanor, careful judgment, and consistent behavior allow you to shape outcomes subtly but powerfully. You have learned the consequences of impatience, overreaction, and inconsistency. Your ability to respond with composure provides a model for others to follow, offering reassurance and guidance without the need for overt control or instruction. Your continued life demonstrates that subtle influence is still essential. People instinctively seek stability and wisdom, especially in times of uncertainty. Your presence offers both, creating environments where thoughtful decision-making and reflection are possible. Purpose after 60 is refined and enduring. By living deliberately, modeling patience, and demonstrating calm authority, you continue to impact lives, show resilience, and provide guidance that shapes outcomes in meaningful and lasting ways. Time teaches that observation is a powerful form of leadership. You have learned to watch, listen, and understand before acting, allowing you to respond in ways that are strategic, effective, and stabilizing. This skill ensures that your guidance carries weight without needing to dominate or dictate. You have seen how impulsive actions often result in avoidable mistakes. Your ability to observe patterns, anticipate challenges, and assess situations allows you to prevent harm and guide others toward better outcomes naturally. This subtle influence is a hallmark of experience. Your life continues because observational wisdom is still necessary. Younger generations often act without foresight, creating situations that require steady oversight. Your presence provides clarity, protection, and guidance, demonstrating the enduring value of experience. This stage emphasizes leadership through insight and calm action. By modeling thoughtful observation, careful judgment, and strategic decision-making, you continue to fulfill a vital role. Your purpose after 60 remains active, meaningful, and far from complete. At this stage of life, you realize that purpose often lies in connection rather than achievement. After 60, the relationships you have built carry deeper significance. Your presence continues because there are people who need your wisdom, encouragement, or simply the calm example of someone who has endured life's ups and downs. The value of mentoring quietly, listening without judgment, and sharing lessons learned is far greater than any recognition or status you may have sought in youth. You have witnessed how fleeting recognition fades quickly, while the impact of consistent support lasts. Small acts of patience, empathy, and guidance ripple through families and communities. Your words, even when measured and quiet, inspire change because they are backed by lived experience. People feel safe leaning on your perspective during times of uncertainty. Your life continues because these subtle connections are still necessary. Younger generations often seek approval or direction, but lack the guidance to make thoughtful decisions. You demonstrate that steady presence, encouragement, and consistent care can influence outcomes more profoundly than urgent intervention ever could. This stage of life emphasizes legacy through connection. By investing time, attention, and wisdom into relationships, you continue to shape the environment around you. Your purpose after 60 is active because people still benefit from the depth of understanding only decades of life can provide. Growing older teaches the value of reflection over reaction. You have seen how quick decisions, driven by emotion or haste, often lead to unnecessary conflict or loss. With age, you understand the power of pausing, evaluating, and responding thoughtfully. This ability allows you to navigate tense situations calmly, offering guidance through composure rather than instruction. You have watched people around you struggle with impulsive choices. Your experience allows you to anticipate challenges, recognize patterns, and offer solutions that prevent harm without overstepping. Even your silence carries authority, demonstrating that patience and thoughtfulness can be more impactful than any immediate action. Your continued presence is vital because reflection is still a rare and necessary skill. Many act first and consider consequences later, creating challenges that require wisdom to manage. Your ability to respond thoughtfully creates balance and fosters trust in families, workplaces, and communities. This stage of life emphasizes influence through measured action. By modeling reflection, resilience, and thoughtful evaluation, you continue to guide, protect, and inspire. Life after 60 remains purposeful because the calm and deliberate insight you provide is irreplaceable. Time teaches that contribution does not end with career or ambition. After 60, your knowledge, skills, and insights still have value, and the people around you benefit from what you share. Your purpose continues because others still need your guidance, whether it's helping solve problems, offering reassurance, or simply sharing practical wisdom gained from decades of experience. You have seen how ignoring the opportunity to contribute leaves potential unrealized. By staying engaged, offering perspective, and participating thoughtfully, you continue to influence outcomes and improve the lives of those who depend on your insight. This impact is often quiet but enduring. Your continued life demonstrates that contribution is still required. People need mentors, observers, and problem solvers who provide steady support without seeking attention or reward. Your wisdom offers solutions to challenges that would otherwise be overlooked. Purpose after 60 is about meaningful participation. By engaging thoughtfully, sharing insight, and providing steady guidance, you remain relevant, influential, and necessary. Your life continues because your contributions shape outcomes and inspire those who follow. Long life teaches resilience in ways that are impossible to learn quickly. You have endured challenges that tested your strength, patience, and adaptability. Each obstacle reinforced the ability to recover, remain focused, and act with clarity. This resilience is a resource for those around you, showing them that setbacks do not define a person's future. You have learned that overcoming adversity silently and steadily inspires more than words of encouragement ever could. Observing how you respond to difficulties teaches younger generations to persevere without panic, showing the practical application of endurance in everyday life. Your continued presence is necessary because resilience remains critical. Communities, families, and workplaces benefit from individuals who can handle crises calmly, think strategically, and guide others through uncertainty. Your experience provides a model of strength under pressure. This stage emphasizes influence through example. By demonstrating resilience, patience, and thoughtful recovery, you continue to shape lives. Life after 60 is far from over, as your ability to inspire endurance and confidence remains vital to those around you. Experience teaches that leadership does not always require authority. After 60, you can guide without control, mentor without imposing, and influence without command. Your actions, patience, and consistent behavior shape decisions and provide stability, demonstrating the quiet power of leadership that comes from experience, not position. You have seen how true guidance inspires trust and cooperation. Acting with insight and empathy, rather than urgency, allows others to learn from example, adapt, and make better choices themselves. This type of leadership has enduring impact, influencing behavior subtly yet effectively. Your life continues because this form of influence is still needed. Younger individuals and peers benefit from seeing consistent, reasoned, and strategic behavior modeled. Your presence helps maintain order, clarity, and confidence in decision-making processes. Purpose after 60 lies in leadership through demonstration. By guiding through calm influence, modeling patience, and providing insight without demand, you continue to shape the lives of those around you in meaningful, lasting ways. Long life teaches the value of prioritizing wisely. You understand that energy, attention, and focus are limited resources, and they must be allocated intentionally. After 60, this skill allows you to dedicate effort to what truly matters, relationships, projects, and actions that have lasting impact, rather than dispersing energy on distractions. You have seen how misdirected effort can lead to frustration, exhaustion, and failure. By focusing intentionally, you maximize effectiveness, influence outcomes, and provide a model of purposeful living. Others notice the results of thoughtful prioritization and often follow suit naturally. Your presence is necessary because strategic focus is still rare. Many people act without planning, pursuing tasks that do not create meaningful results. Your ability to focus and guide ensures that important efforts succeed while preventing wasted energy. This stage emphasizes influence through purposeful action. By demonstrating focused discernment and deliberate effort, you continue to shape outcomes and leave a tangible legacy. Life after 60 remains productive, impactful, and essential. Time teaches that wisdom often comes from observation rather than direct instruction. You have spent decades noticing patterns, evaluating behaviors, and understanding the causes of success and failure. This knowledge allows you to provide guidance indirectly, helping others learn through your example without feeling directed or pressured. You have seen how people repeat mistakes when they act without awareness. Your ability to notice patterns and intervene subtly ensures that guidance is provided where it matters most. Others often learn faster by seeing consistent behavior rather than being told what to do. Your continued life is vital because observational wisdom is still required. Younger generations and peers benefit from seeing insight applied thoughtfully. Your presence reduces errors, provides clarity, and encourages thoughtful decision-making. Purpose after 60 is about influence that persists quietly. Through observation, subtle guidance, and steady example, you continue to shape outcomes, stabilize environments, and provide lessons that extend far beyond immediate interactions. Long life teaches the value of adaptability. You have encountered change that disrupted plans, altered expectations, and demanded flexibility. Over time, you have learned to adjust strategies, attitudes, and behaviors to maintain stability and effectiveness. This adaptability ensures that you remain relevant and valuable, even as circumstances evolve. You have seen rigidity cause failures and frustration, while adaptability creates opportunity and resilience. By demonstrating flexibility, you show others how to navigate uncertainty, manage transitions, and achieve results despite challenges. Your example is both practical and inspirational. Your continued presence is necessary because adaptability is still needed. People frequently struggle with change, and your calm, flexible approach provides reassurance and guidance. Your life models how to adjust without losing direction, identity, or purpose. Purpose after 60 emphasizes shaping outcomes through intelligent flexibility. By adapting thoughtfully and modeling resilience, you continue to influence, guide, and inspire those around you. Your role remains vital and active. Decades of experience teach that consistency matters more than intensity. You have witnessed situations where brief bursts of effort produced results temporarily, but steady, persistent action achieved lasting impact. This principle allows you to guide others by modeling consistent behavior that builds trust, stability, and long-term success. You have learned that results achieved gradually are more sustainable than those pursued hastily. Your patient, persistent approach demonstrates reliability, accountability, and foresight, showing others how to navigate challenges without overexertion or panic. Your life continues because steady influence is still required. Families, workplaces, and communities depend on the calm, predictable presence of someone who acts deliberately and consistently. Your approach prevents unnecessary mistakes and fosters confidence in outcomes. This stage emphasizes influence through example, patience, and reliability. By modeling consistent effort, thoughtful decision-making, and long-term perspective, you continue to make a meaningful difference. Life after 60 is far from over. Your purpose continues actively and significantly. Time teaches that listening is a powerful tool for influence. After 60, you understand that observing, understanding, and responding thoughtfully often creates more impact than speaking immediately. Your ability to listen carefully allows you to assess situations, identify needs, and provide guidance that is both meaningful and effective. You have seen how impulsive speech can escalate conflict, while deliberate listening fosters understanding, trust, and cooperation. By demonstrating patience and attentiveness, you help others navigate challenges, resolve misunderstandings, and make better decisions. Your continued life shows that the skill of listening is still needed. Many people act without truly understanding context, and your presence allows clarity to emerge naturally. Your calm, attentive approach stabilizes relationships and environments. Purpose after 60 emphasizes influence through awareness and insight. By listening, observing, and responding with understanding, you continue to guide, protect, and inspire others, demonstrating that life's work is far from finished and continues to have profound significance. Life teaches that purpose is often hidden in ordinary moments. After 60, simple routines, quiet conversations, and small acts of care carry enormous significance. What might have seemed trivial earlier now holds the power to shape lives, influence decisions, and create lasting memories. Your presence matters in ways unseen, providing comfort, stability, and guidance that ripple silently through your environment. You have witnessed how minor gestures, an encouraging word, a shared experience, or a thoughtful suggestion can transform someone's perspective. These moments do not require fanfare, but leave enduring effects, proving that influence is measured not by volume, but by impact. Your continued life proves that these ordinary moments are still vital. Younger generations often overlook the importance of small acts, seeking grand gestures instead. Your ability to model the power of consistent care reminds others that meaningful impact does not always require extraordinary effort. Purpose after 60 lies in the subtle, everyday actions that shape character and outcomes. By engaging with life thoughtfully, demonstrating care, and showing presence, you continue to fulfill a role that is far from finished, influencing both the people you know and the world around you. Decades of experience teach the art of timing. You have learned that when to act can be as important as how to act. Observing patterns, waiting for the right moment, and choosing intervention wisely allows you to maximize effectiveness and avoid unnecessary mistakes. This skill provides stability and guidance in situations others might mishandle. You have seen people act prematurely, creating unintended consequences. Your patience and timing allow others to navigate challenges more successfully, often without realizing they are learning from your example. Influence comes quietly, but its results are profound and lasting. Your life persists because timing and discernment are still necessary. Many situations require a steady hand, a calm observer, and someone capable of seeing the bigger picture. Your experience ensures that critical moments are handled wisely, preserving opportunities and protecting relationships. Purpose after 60 is refined through discernment. By acting strategically and demonstrating thoughtful judgment, you continue to shape lives and influence outcomes. Life does not end at 60. Your role becomes more subtle, but more impactful than ever. Long life teaches the value of hope in action. You have endured hardships, witnessed setbacks, and survived times when solutions seemed impossible. Your continued presence inspires resilience, showing others that challenges can be met, obstacles can be overcome, and life is worth persevering through. You have learned that hope combined with action creates real results. Waiting passively does not solve problems, but measured effort, guided by experience and patience, can produce remarkable outcomes. Others notice this approach, learning that persistence and steady focus yield long-term benefits. Your survival into this stage is proof that hope still matters. Younger individuals often lose faith when faced with difficulty, but your calm, informed approach restores confidence and direction. You embody the principle that life continues meaningfully when guided by wisdom and effort. Purpose after 60 involves inspiring through example. By modeling perseverance, determination, and the steady application of experience, you remain essential. Your presence proves that life's work is ongoing, and your influence can still transform situations and lives. Experience teaches that clarity is powerful. After 60, you can distinguish what is important from what is trivial, what requires action from what should be observed, and what deserves energy versus what should be ignored. This clarity allows you to act efficiently, reduce unnecessary stress, and guide others through complexity. You have witnessed how confusion or lack of perspective causes poor decisions. Your ability to assess situations and determine priorities provides a steadying influence, helping others navigate uncertainty with confidence. Observing your clarity reinforces lessons without instruction, making your example more powerful than words. Your continued life demonstrates that clarity is still required. Many people act impulsively or without perspective, creating complications that your guidance can prevent. Your calm insight stabilizes relationships, projects, and communities. Purpose after 60 emphasizes discernment and thoughtful guidance. By showing how to prioritize, assess, and act with clarity, you continue to influence lives and provide structure where it is needed most. Your role remains active, necessary, and impactful. Time teaches that teaching comes in many forms. You no longer need a title, a stage, or an audience to make an impact. Life itself provides opportunities to demonstrate values, skills, and principles through daily choices. After 60, the lessons you've learned are absorbed not through lectures, but through observation, reflection, and example. You have seen the effect of model behavior. Young people often notice consistency, patience, and careful decision-making more than spoken advice. Your way of handling challenges, responding to setbacks, and interacting with others becomes a silent but powerful teaching tool. Your life continues because this indirect teaching remains essential. Families, communities, and colleagues rely on your modeled behaviors to navigate challenges effectively. Your presence allows others to internalize lessons they might otherwise overlook. Purpose after 60 is fulfilled through living as an example. Every thoughtful decision, calm response, and measured action continues to educate, inspire, and guide. Life's work is far from finished, and your influence is more profound than ever. Experience shows that influence often comes from stability. You have lived long enough to understand that panic, overreaction, and inconsistency create chaos, while calm and steady behavior builds trust and confidence. Others naturally look to your example in moments of uncertainty, finding reassurance in your measured approach. You have observed how unstable leadership or hurried actions lead to mistakes. Your ability to remain composed and act consistently ensures that those around you feel secure and guided. This silent stability creates an environment where better decisions are possible. Your continued life proves that stability is still needed. People facing challenges, decisions, or stress rely on examples of calm reasoning, thoughtful action, and measured guidance. Your presence ensures that environments remain balanced and effective. Purpose after 60 is about quiet, lasting influence. By embodying steadiness, patience, and resilience, you continue to shape outcomes and maintain a positive impact on everyone around you. Your role remains essential, relevant, and powerful. Long life teaches the power of perspective. After 60, you see the bigger picture more clearly than ever. You understand that temporary setbacks, minor conflicts, and short-term losses are not the measure of success or failure. This perspective allows you to navigate challenges calmly and help others do the same. You have witnessed how narrow focus or emotional reactions create unnecessary complications. Your experience provides a lens through which others can see situations more clearly, understand priorities, and avoid common mistakes. Simply observing your approach teaches lessons that words cannot convey. Your presence remains necessary because perspective is rare and invaluable. Younger generations often lack the patience and insight to evaluate situations fully. Your calm guidance prevents rash decisions and provides reassurance, stability, and clarity. Purpose after 60 lies in sharing perspective, consciously or unconsciously, through observation, insight, and thoughtful responses. You continue to guide, inspire, and stabilize. Life continues to need your wisdom, and your purpose remains alive and essential. Decades of living show that influence is built through trust, not authority. People are more willing to follow consistent behavior, honesty, and demonstrated reliability than commands or pressure. Your continued presence allows others to observe integrity, patience, and steadiness in action, creating a foundation of trust that shapes decisions and relationships. You have seen how authority without consistency fails to inspire. Your calm, reliable approach earns respect naturally, influencing outcomes through credibility rather than force. Others notice patterns in your behavior and adjust their actions accordingly. Your life continues because trust remains a vital asset. Families, communities, and workplaces require people who model honesty, consistency, and accountability. Your presence ensures that guidance rooted in trust is available. Purpose after 60 is realized in influence earned, not demanded. By living with integrity, showing reliability, and modeling thoughtful action, you continue to shape outcomes and positively affect those who look to you for direction. Experience teaches that patience creates opportunity. After 60, you understand that some results cannot be rushed, and effort invested consistently over time produces the greatest outcomes. Your life demonstrates that patience allows growth, understanding, and achievement that hasty actions often destroy. You have seen people miss opportunities by forcing results too quickly. Your careful observation and methodical action serve as a model for how patience, reflection, and perseverance lead to success. Others learn the value of waiting for the right moment by observing your calm approach. Your continued life proves that patience remains crucial. Many people act impulsively, but your example demonstrates that measured, consistent effort yields greater rewards. Your presence encourages steady action and thoughtful decision-making. Purpose after 60 is about cultivating long-term impact. By demonstrating patience, discipline, and foresight, you continue to influence outcomes, inspire trust, and ensure your contributions remain meaningful. Time teaches that influence often comes from quiet support rather than overt action. After 60, you understand that being available, listening, and providing subtle guidance can shape lives more effectively than constant instruction. Your presence offers reassurance, stability, and wisdom that others rely on, even without overt recognition. You have learned that encouragement, understanding, and a calm demeanor often produce greater results than immediate intervention. Your approach teaches others how to navigate challenges with composure, self-reflection, and thoughtful strategy. Your life continues because quiet support is still essential. Younger generations often lack experience, and your ability to provide calm guidance stabilizes relationships, workplaces, and communities. Your presence ensures that insight, reassurance, and guidance remain accessible. Purpose after 60 lies in subtle influence, support, and guidance. By being consistently present, patient, and attentive, you continue to shape outcomes, foster growth, and demonstrate that your role in life is far from complete. After 60, life is far from over. It is a time of refined purpose, subtle influence, and profound impact. Every day you remain alive carries opportunity to guide, to model resilience, to demonstrate patience, and to shape outcomes that ripple far beyond your immediate perception. Your wisdom, experience, and steadiness are irreplaceable, offering stability where others falter and clarity where confusion reigns. You have endured challenges, learned lessons, and cultivated insight that cannot be replicated. These qualities make your presence essential. Families, communities, and workplaces continue to need your perspective, your calm reasoning, and your ability to act thoughtfully. Your life serves as a living example that age is not a limit but a platform for influence and guidance. Purpose at this stage is active, meaningful, and far-reaching. Whether through quiet support, reflection, teaching by example, or subtle guidance, your actions shape the decisions, growth, and well-being of those around you. The work of life does not end, it evolves, taking on new depth, subtlety, and significance. Your journey after 60 demonstrates that longevity is not merely about surviving, it is about thriving, contributing, and impacting lives. The world still needs your insight, your steadiness, and your wisdom. Your purpose is alive, powerful, and unfinished, proving that life after 60 is not a finale, but a new chapter of influence, meaning, and enduring impact.